4 o'clock on your Thursday afternoon, and if you're driving home, you're probably seeing something like this. Cold, maybe a little bit wet wherever you are. This is a live look at I-25 down south near Plum Creek Parkway. That's where they're starting to see some drizzle, probably a little bit of snow in some places. The weather also causing impacts at the airport. More than 600 flights delayed today.
Let's check in over in Boulder, where the clouds have been low throughout the day today. We have seen different forms of precipitation falling. Even a little glaze of ice here and there, just to add to your excitement. So as we start 4 o'clock, we thank you for joining us. I'm Tom Green.
And I'm Kim Christensen. And so is Chief Meteorologist Kathy Saban along with us. It's been cold. It's been dreary. Yeah, it's like, just make your day kind of day, Tom Green.
I know. Perfect. And you guys, we've been talking about this all week, so it wasn't a surprise. But at the same time, it was like, what is 35
like
degrees?
Cold. Yeah. Cold.
When we've been in the 70s and 80s. And then as Tom mentioned, he loves freezing drizzle, but most people don't. And airlines will delay flights due to freezing rain and freezing drizzle. Some of us saw snow today and rain, and we're going to just stay kind of cold and unsettled for the next few days with accumulating snow likely in 24 hours. So this is just kind of the appetizer, if you will. It is a gloomy day out there, and travel's okay in spite of the fact we had that front come roaring through, keeping temperatures in the 30s. We are 34 degrees in Denver, 46 in Pueblo, 36 in Greeley, 35 in Fort Collins. It is a chilly day. It is a gray day, and this is going to continue through Saturday morning. And there is accumulating snow in the metro Denver forecast tomorrow night. The upslope is still deep, so we can't bust out of these clouds, and we'll continue to see freezing drizzle, scattered rain showers, even scattered snow showers off and on tonight through tomorrow. But the main course, the main event, comes in tomorrow night into Saturday morning, so plan accordingly. Yes, we'll have these hit and miss showers off and on for the next 24 hours, but it is Saturday morning that will be the most impactful in terms of snow perhaps on the grass and some of the coldest readings we've seen in a while. Just to give you a preview of what kind of snowfall we're expecting Saturday morning, because some of us have kids that play baseball, want to have a baseball game and a couple inches of snow. I don't know. 2.5 in Littleton, 2 in Denver, 3 for Golden, and maybe up to 6 in the foothills. That will be Saturday morning. Temperatures not moving a whole lot with cloudy skies. If you see some sunshine, take a picture and email me. I'll have more on the extended forecast coming up in a bit.
He was the former top communications employee at Denver Public Schools. Now he says the district has a communications problem. Will Jones served the district for 9 years until February.
He says important information is being kept away from the public and the school board, the superintendents, bosses as well. 9 News reporter Kelly Rinke learned more about his concerns at a press conference today.
Hey, Kim and Tom, Will Jones first spoke about transparency issues during public comment at Monday's school board meeting. He said Superintendent Alex Marrero is requiring employees to sign confidentiality agreements. This morning, Jones said information is being withheld from the public and the school board. He says he had conversations with some board members after his public comment, and he was surprised to see they didn't know about things happening in the district, information he thought was common knowledge.
My concern as a former employee and as a current DPS grandparent is you need to know. You need to know everything. And I don't know what the gatekeeping system is. But as I said, when I talked to board members yesterday, not one of them said, oh, I knew that.
Jones believes limiting the flow of information to board members makes it harder for them to oversee the district effectively. In the newsroom, I'm Kelly Rinke, 9 News.
Kelly, we've all gone to Will for so many years because he's been in that position for a long time. So this is pretty striking. Has the superintendent or anybody else responded?
We reached out to some of the board members, actually all of the board members earlier this afternoon. We are still waiting to hear back from them.
Okay, we know you're on it. You'll follow up. Thanks, Kelly. RTD wants to double its police force by summer, saying they need more support from people who need assistance during a mental health crisis or with substance use. RTD runs through 8 counties and 40 cities. The deputy police chief says in a lot of areas, police departments are having trouble hiring, and that means response times might be slower. At the same time, last year, RTD officers, paramedics, and other security used Narcan to reverse an overdose 113 times. A lot of the times it was administered on a platform or elevator. So far this year, they have used it 40 times. They also pair up officers with behavioral health specialists and homeless outreach navigators. All of this means the job itself has changed.
I've been in this business 31 years. When you administered Narcan several years ago, you would get a life-saving award. It was very uncommon to do. The hope is obviously for us to do less because we're hoping people are educated on the opioid crisis and the overdose. But I think our numbers are probably going to continue to rise.
RTD is also starting a pilot program to keep elevator doors open in certain areas when no one is using them, so that no one can use drugs inside a shut elevator by themselves.
Kim, for Swifties, tonight is probably the biggest night in the history of the planet because tonight at 10 o'clock our time, Taylor Swift is dropping that new album. But she's shaping more than just the music chart. She's also now shaping education here in Colorado. That's because this summer, CSU is offering a new 8-week summer language introduction course with a spin. The course is going to focus on Taylor Swift's influence in Spanish-speaking countries. So they'll be comparing that influence to well-known Latin American artists like Bad Bunny and Shakira. Students will dive into Taylor's songs and lyrics. And according to the professor, Alicia Miller de Root, there's no bad blood with her students, but she says the course will not be easy.
Her lyrics, especially in these later albums, are so complex. So it's going to definitely be a challenge to keep the authenticity, the meaning behind it, as well as the rhythm, right? Because it's music. So you have to make it fit the background there.
So enrollment for the course has already opened up. It's an online class. It will start in June. Kim, it's probably going to be like everything she touches, kind of popular.
Popular, very popular, but
Yeah.
It's hard. I can understand why she's saying that. Like, don't join it if you just want to practice your singing and your favorite era.
That is what I remember most about school, about high school and college, that everything was hard.
Everything was really hard. Yeah.
Especially with my effort level.
Well, yeah. I think things are hard for all of us at various times.
Hey, enjoying the weather outside? Got you thinking football? Sean Payton and the Broncos had a lot to say about the draft today. We're going to hear from the head coach and the team, as well as our Broncos insider coming up in a bit. Meanwhile, up in Boulder, Coach Prime was also talking today. Yeah, that spring game a week from this Saturday. So, last year it snowed, remember? Let's hope they get better weather this year. Today, he was asked about all the comings and the goings in the portal, saying that CU is only losing backups while trying to bring starters to Boulder.
But we can attract those type of players, but I don't think we're losing those type of players. And if we do, we're good. We're good. Quit making a big deal out of nothing.
Well, okay. As always, Dion exudes confidence. We're going to hear more from him at 5 o'clock.
Tonight also wraps up the regular season for the Avalanche, taking on the Edmonton Oilers at Ball Arena with absolutely nothing on the line for these two teams. The Avs more focused now on their first-round playoff series. That'll be against the Winnipeg Jets, with that series starting this weekend up in Manitoba.
Ahead of tonight's game, getting the rink ready takes skill and science. Tonight, we're meeting the man in charge of perfecting the Avs home ice.
And if you have a pet, you probably know the story. Your pet gets sick, you might end up with a massive vet bill. Steve on your side joining us tonight, looking into if pet insurance is really worth it.